Boogie drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Now, Martell, why do you feel as though everybody owe you something? Just like you stated about Wanda, which it was in fact true, but I'm going to tell you, just like you stated about Wanda, Martell, you gotta go. Here you go again, not handling your business. But you want custody of your kids and you can't even get suitable living for them. Oh, I forgot. You thought Melody was going to pay for it. So you weren't the least bit worried. That's why you was taking Melody to court for full custody, because you wanted everything to be set up for you to have unlimited expenses when it came to living and everything else. And you just knew that you were going to be handed the M&M kids with an expense account where all your problems were just going to be, you know, done away with, because Melody was going to be footing the bill. But this is why the saying goes, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Because when you do that and you're expecting something and it don't come through, what else you got? But when you found out that Melody money was off the table, you still didn't try to have an exit plan. What did you do? I mean, you didn't try to get none of them businesses together or try to find you a 9-to-5. You didn't try to do anything. But you the person that stated that you'd rather stay home and be with your kids rather than make millions of dollars. So maybe now you see why Melody works so hard on different businesses, because she can't depend on you to provide for yourself, let alone the M&M kids. You can't even keep a roof over your head. Plus, she knows nowadays that you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You sit up here depending only on Love and Marriage Huntsville, knowing that you have 5 kids to take care of. And yes, the M&M kids are taken care of swell when they're with their mother, but you should be able to afford them the same opportunities when they come to your house. Because you stated that you made Melody. So it should be nothing but a drop in the bucket for you to get up off your behind and go and create some type of wealth for yourself, so you can at least give your kids suitable housing. It's like, what were you doing all this time? Were you waiting for Chris Fletcher to give you another one of those rental properties? Were you waiting on Carlos to get you a place to stay like he did the Scotts, in my opinion? I'm just asking. Because it seemed like to me you just sat on your hands and didn't worry about it. You going back and forth to Atlanta and, you know, doing all of this stuff, talking all this mess about Melody, about her not being a good parent and her not handling her business. When the last time Melody moved? And how many times have you moved? So you just wasted your time talking all this mess about Melody. It's like, did you think you could stay in these people's house until the house that you're supposedly building, until it's complete? And why would you wait until the house that you're staying in is under contract to be sold before you realize that you need to move? Whose fault is this? Nobody but yours, Martell. You were once in the real estate circle by way of home building. So you know that homes can sell at any given moment. It's like some homes sell as soon as you put them on the market, and some take days, months, years to sell, but you never know when. But you, being from the real estate circle, of all people, should have known that you can't wait to the last minute. So for you to sit there and act like you brand new to the housing market, you played yourself. And now you're trying to play on Chris Fletcher's intelligence, acting like you didn't know what's going on, when he clearly told you that the house was, was up for sale. It's like, where do your head be at, Martell? You trying to play on your friendships, begging for sympathy by putting the kids in the mix. But you don't understand that Chris has an obligation to his business. He has an obligation to the sellers of that house. He can't put you before any of that, because his reputation could, the sellers find out, oh, he trying to buy time for you, when you're not going to put no money in his pocket. The sellers are putting the money in his pocket. He getting a commission from these people for selling their house. How much you finna come up off of? And then when they find out that he's stalling the contract of the house because of you, they gonna just go with another real estate agent, because he'll be breaking their contract. You know better than that, Martell. Once your lease was up, the sellers of that house, they didn't owe you anything else. They didn't have to allow you to go month to month, but they allowed you that perk with the satisfaction that you were aware that the house was to be sold. And with the month to month, there is no hesitation for when, you find you a house that you could just leave, and it's no contracts, it's no hesitation, no interruption on either party. You could just go ahead, let them know next month I'm leaving, and that's that. Even, or once the house come under contract to be sold, that you would just go ahead on, pick up your things and leave. But preferably, I know that they were probably looking for you to be gone before the house even sells. But most people that go into a month-to-month, Martell, they go into a month-to-month lease because the plan is for them not to be there too much longer. Which is why mostly month-to-month leases cost more than a year or a yearly lease. But you, Martell, you thought because Chris is your friend, you expected him to put you above his business and just let you take advantage of your friendship. Martell, you're not being a true friend, because a real friend would have respected their friend's business and not allowed the friendship to be questioned or tested by throwing up in his face about you not having a place to go. And a real friend would have moved out without being asked several times, knowing that you could potentially cost him that house, the contract of that house. So it's like a real friend would not play on a friend's sympathy, and they would have just adhered to the terms of the agreement that they both agreed to without having to be asked to move. Martell, why you just won't put your stuff in storage and go finish and shacking up with, whichever bed buddy of the week, whichever turn it is of theirs, like you do on any other day of the week when you don't have the M&M kids? That would be your best bet. Just continue to shack up with whichever bed buddy it is. It's their turn for the week until you find somewhere else to live that's suitable for you. But you putting your friend's business in jeopardy by trying to undermine him and try to turn it into a sympathy act, talking about you can't find a place to go. You had 8 months. Once your lease was up, it's up. It's time to move on. You gotta go. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think.